Which
All right, there we go. At long last, the D.U.I podcast is back on the NLS Network YouTube channel. We are joined by quite a few people tonight. Not as many racing, but that'll change. That'll fluctuate as we kind of go by. Lots of stuff is happening that night with people getting ready for other leagues and such. But once again, we are joined by usuals like Sean, who is here on the D.U.I podcast. We are joined by Pumps, who's been in a lot of league races with us on the jockey side of things. And then from the XRL, please welcome Cujo and pulling up this username because I lost it, Spooks. Oh, and then Mopar, who's also a regular here.
Yes, sir.
yo,
All right, big list of people who are going to be talking. So even though the racing might be a little bit less chaotic than we are used to, with only 3 cars for the night, the podcast side should be pretty great. We are going to go ahead and qualify just a 2% Charlotte race to set times, and then I'll give Milk one last ping to see if he wants to join. And then we will, I believe it's a 50% truck race, which normally we wouldn't do 50% with this few amount of people, but because we're going to be talking the whole time about actual racing, that's about the time I want to talk for. So I think it'll work out fine. And then obviously Cujo Spooks, if it gets too close to 8 o'clock, y'all are free to go run XRL. Of course.
Unfortunately, I do have to go do my job with the XRL, even though I don't get paid.
Unfortunate.
The only thing I only get paid in stress.
Free labor.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice
I don't know if I'll be able
Cujo.
to race tonight, unfortunately, but
Come on,
NLS
Spooks.
is just us 3 actually running the race.
I was hoping Milk was going to join, but he hasn't been online the last 2 hours, so I have no idea where he is.
Maybe work or diddling. So I'm actually messaged him earlier.
All right, we're on. Come on, man.
I messaged him earlier. I asked I was gonna see if he wanted to practice for Indy. He said, "I'm leaving soon, and my family is over."
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So that must have been a lot of stuff just changing last minute. Now, either way, we can start this off. Before we get into any actual racing, because we've got St. Petersburg coming up tomorrow for the trucks and for IndyCar on Sunday, I guess. And then, which I'm super excited for. And then when we get to the other track we're running, Coda, which was a fantastic race last year in Cup and Xfinity. Before we get to the racing side of stuff, I want to talk about the absolute meltdown that's happening at Toyota right now, which is weird because only about half of Toyota's melting down. The other half's doing great. But
wait, what?
Have y'all not heard about the Chris Gabehart lawsuit?
Yeah, I heard about it.
It's just got spicy.
Okay, I thought something else, but yes, I've heard about that.
Yeah. So, for context, as far as I know, Chris Gabehart was accused by Joe Gibbs Racing of taking pictures of sensitive information and setup data before he went to Spire Motorsports, where he is now trying to work in a similar role, which Joe Gibbs, I guess, thought he was going to work in a different role. So now all of the information is compromised. It's a whole big mess of things. Gabehart says that none of that's true, and Ty Gibbs sucks. So,
I mean,
he's not wrong.
I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah, no, he's definitely not wrong.
Yeah,
the second part of that's true.
Yeah. Obviously, anyone who watched any of the podcasts last year knows about how Sean feels about Ty Gibbs. So,
I feel the same way about Ty Gibbs. I've always thought he was
silver
spoon.
Yeah, he's just a big baby, and also as a person, as a Kyle Busch fan, the only reason why I think one of the main reasons why Busch was fired from Joe Gibbs was so big Joe Gibbs could have his grandson race in the Cup.
So partially, yes. I honestly do think part of it though is that I think Ty Gibbs could have stayed down to the lower series for another year, and Joe would have been fine with that. The fact that Kyle Busch was not willing to take more of a pay cut definitely hurt.
Yeah, that is true.
Right, because obviously he has high standards, so he didn't want to take a pay cut. So that's part of it.
There was a reason that Chris Gabehart didn't like Ty, because he saw right through the kid. Because knowing the fact, yes, he's the grandson of Gibbs, this feels like something that happened with Harvick and RCR in the past. And I had to bring this up because there was no lawsuit between them two. It's just disagreement between Harvick and RCR. But this took a whole different turn of talking to a crew chief that used to be crew chief for Danny Hamlin. Now they took it to the law, Which now, to be honest with you, Chris Gabehart is a very hard guy to crack because, as you heard, there was a statement that went out on X, and this dude is hard to crack. Basically, he's been around this sport since forever, from the looks of it. So, to be
He's
honest,
got a
he's
little
right about
attitude
Ty.
to him too, which is pretty fun.
Yes, and to be honest, I think what he said that they pulled Ty off the main meeting, which is stupid because all the drivers should be in the same meeting at the same time. But pulling Ty off that meeting was the baddest part of Gibbs alone.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
I honestly
Because
feel like with Ty Gibbs, I mean, let's be honest. Ty Gibbs is when you think about it, this is he's been in Cup for 5 years, and I know you people probably think I'm insane, which yes, I am insane. But you might be thinking he's only been in Cup for this is going to be his 4th full-time year. Remember, 2022, he was in that series for the majority of the year because 2311 was shuffling drivers.
left and right.
Yeah, because Kurt Busch got injured and then Bubba got suspended for a race. So there was all that. But I mean, Ty Gibbs has probably one of the highest counts or number of starts in the Cup Series. That doesn't have a win. And he's also the longest tenured Joe Gibbs driver to not have a win. And
That is true.
when he's the grandson of the owner, that is a horrible look. Especially when
definitely.
there's guys like JJ Yaley. And all respect to JJ Yaley, he's not the greatest NASCAR driver.
No, he's
yeah,
not.
he's got
Did
one.
JJ Yaley not have a longer career? I guess he didn't because he was only there for what, 2 years?
2
He was
years.
there 2006 and 2007. And then that's
Yeah,
when
because
Busch
Hamlin
came
came
over
in
in 08.
8. Oh, that's right. It was Busch who came in. Didn't Hamlin come in? He came in 06. That's right.
No, yeah, Hamlin came in. No,
Who
Hamlin
drove the
came in
11
05
beforehand? Was it
going-
Jason Leffler who lasted
Jason
2 years
Leffler.
before
It was
Hamlin?
Jason Leffler, and then they had Terry Labonte for a couple races, and then
That's
Hamlin came in
right.
full time and started.
Well, who was that
swooping
driver in the
everyone.
11 that died? Who was that driver in the 11 that died?
Leffler. It was
Jason
Leffler.
That was
Oh,
Yeah,
Leffler.
that's
when did Leffler die?
2000,
During a
like,
sprint car accident.
It was 2000. I think it was 2013. No, 2016 was Brian Clausen, which, by the way, rest in peace. But I think Jason Leffler was 2013.
So
Rest in peace to both of them, by the way.
We should do like a race. We should all do race picks for each series come for the following weekend, Dakota.
We will. We'll do those in stage 3. That'll be a stage 3 thing.
All right.
Honestly, that makes it a great way. Like, we can break up the DUI segments a lot easier now. By basically just looking at the stages of the race. That'll make
I
things
love that.
interesting.
I tried
So
to push
we're at-
them before I got loose.
Oh,
you're
we're
good.
3-1. Oh god. Where's Pumps going?
He's going through the dirt.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so lap 4 of 15. When it comes to the actual lawsuit, my gut's telling me that this is a desperate Joe Gibbs, like, hey, you can settle with us, Spire, by like not hiring Chris Gabehart. I think the courts are going to come back and say that there's maybe not a substantial evidence to like see that Gabehart actually shared setup data. Yeah, because
No, he
yes, he
didn't.
said he took pictures of stuff, but it wasn't like he didn't
wasn't
like
setup
plan to
wise.
give it to Spire.
Yeah.
So
here's my contention with it.
okay.
Spire at the end of last year, if you kind of go race by race from start to the end of the season, every 2 weeks, they were getting faster and faster.
That's
And-
true.
Oh, yeah.
I do
They
remember
started
that
to
being
really
the case,
realize,
yeah.
hey, we kind of got our thing here. We know what we're good at. We know we need to improve on in the off season. They've improved on in the off season, and they have a good team. They have a good team right now. They have a really fast Carson
Oh
Hocevar.
wow.
Well, may sometimes a little too fast for his own.
Yeah, the
his own
Hurricane's a
ability.
little too wild.
However, I love the Hurricanes, so don't get me wrong. But they also have
Hurricane's
a
great.
very consistent Michael McDowell, who's good on an all-around basis. And now you're putting him in a good car. The Michael McDowell that people think, he's just good at super speedways and a road course. Yeah, well, mile and a halfs, your Charlottes, you might start seeing him a whole lot more up in the top 5, top 7 on a
Great
consistent
example.
basis.
Great example
Oh,
of that Texas last year, McDowell almost won that damn race until he cucked it with like.
Dude, he
I
almost
forgot
won
about
the.
that. Yeah.
Michael McDowell almost won the Daytona 500 by like 13 seconds if
True.
it stayed green. He had enough
Oh yeah,
fuel.
true.
I forgot about that too.
You're both in the wall. No part blocks.
Didn't
He's gonna
all of
get a
yeah?
push.
Oh boy, I got loose. Didn't all of Spire do really well at Texas last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had
I picked-
Hocevar in his
I
first
picked
year.
Kosovar to win Texas this year.
That would. I mean, they've been good at the 1.5s and better for sure. The short tracks they're not as good at, but they've been good at the speedways.
But
Yeah,
here's the
Hocevar
thing: you look
choked
at
Michigan
their
last year.
progress last year in just across the board in general speed. Now you're going to see this year as the season goes along. You're probably going to see them get faster and faster on short tracks. So for people to say,
Save it,
"Oh, it's
Goldar."
because
Oh God.
Chris Gabehart brought data over from Gibbs," well, no, they're just doing the work and figuring it out. I don't believe any of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the natural progression of Spire getting faster, it's definitely it hadn't been like RCR at Richmond where they got that giant jump out of nowhere, which is my closest comparison for the setup data leak side of things.
Mhm.
So it definitely doesn't seem like if Spire has the information that they've abused it yet. So I'm tentatively siding with Gabehart's perspective on this. Which I think it's so funny that Joe Gibbs Racing is totally in just this weird, awful predicament, given that 2311 has so far swept this season.
Oh
Twice, yeah.
The little
Yeah.
brother of Joe Gibbs Racing.
Even
running
Legacy has taken a lot of improvements the past couple of years. Like look at
Oh yeah.
Legacy's so
Here's the-
separate though because they're a third-tier Toyota partner and they're doing their
know.
own thing.
I know that, but still, they're a part of the Toyota banner. And I mean, I know this is the only example I can think of, but John Hunter Nemechek at the Coke 600 last year was fucking fast.
Oh yeah.
Homeboy, yeah. Homeboy was showing speed.
I don't think he finished too great. I think he finished like just outside the top 15. But I remember for the first two and a half stages of that race, Nemechek was up in the top 5, and he was bad fast. So
Oh yeah.
I know it's the third Toyota team. It's probably the weakest link. But Legacy's making improvements too. You got to remember that. And I mean, granted, you have Matt Kenseth, you have Jimmy Johnson, you have whoever the hell's they got over there. And obviously, there's a good lineup with Nemechek and Eric Jones. But I would keep an eye on Legacy these next couple of years. I think they're going to take a lot of big strides.
It would be very interesting to
thing-
see if Toyota started
York.
emerging from other places other than Joe Gibbs. I'm excited to see that.
The biggest thing that I'm looking at with Legacy is you're seeing the old John Hunter. And I'm not talking about like the up and back down. I'm talking about that truck season where you couldn't touch him. The only person who could touch him was Kyle Busch. You're starting to see that talent come back out
NLSD
as he's
spin.
getting more and more used to the Cup car, and I'm seeing the speed again. And it's good to see because I was really feeling bad for John Hunter where he was, what he came from in that truck season. Because I mean, he was just it was in a dream. One night, I'm gonna see Corey Heim and John Hunter Nemechek on the same track. Because I think that duel, you get 2020. What year are we in? 2026? I don't remember. 2025. Corey Heim against whatever year that was, John Hunter. Boy, that's a duel all race long.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm really hopeful for Corey Heim here too. Just thinking about that topic, like Corey Heim, truck champion, basically
He'll be in the
swept
Cup Series next year.
everyone in the truck season.
Now,
I mean, unless
top.
Denny Hamlin retires and he gets that seat, or he just takes Riley Herbst's seats. Those are
He won't
those
get
are
a
my
seat at
two
Joe
main
Gibbs.
options.
He won't get a seat at Joe
Denny
Gibbs. I think
Hamlin's
Riley Herbst is
retiring.
going
Who's
to get
gonna
bounced.
take that?
I hate to break it to
2 years.
U-Pumps, but Corey Heim is not going to get a Gibbs seat unless for some reason Ty Gibbs gets less influence, which that's not going to happen.
Now, I'll be totally
No,
honest.
but Denny
I
Hamlin's
could.
retiring in 2 years.
No, I guess I can't anymore. I was going to say I could see
but
Heim coming in
still.
for Cindric at
Who's
You
Penske.
taking
guys are
that
forgetting a driver that's
Nah.
retiring.
But not with
after
Tim
they
back on the
did
team.
See, that's where I think Corey Heim steps in. I mean, if he doesn't get a ride at 23:11, or a ride, I don't know, then he definitely has a big opportunity to take Denny Hamlin's seat in 2 years after he retires. And Heim's been an 11 fan all his life, so I could definitely see that happening.
So it's possible. I could also see Spire doing this crazy like drop Suarez pickup Himes thing next year if Heim is willing to transition
Spire?
over. Just Spire's throwing money around at everything. You can't really rule him out.
I don't think Suarez is leaving
fire up
soon.
another team though.
No. Not in the way you guys think, because for some reason he's been showing pace. And I'm like, what the
That's
fuck?
true.
And knowing the fact that he's I know he's in his 40s, but that son of a cunt just all of a sudden went to Spire and he's showing pace.
Oh yeah.
But
Pumps, make sure you pit.
Let's talk
Oh,
about
hey, stage 1 is over, so we're gonna move on from Toyota and Gabe Hart and all that. So good job, made it through stage 1. Stage 2, I want to preview both races, IndyCar and trucks, at St. Pete.
Ooh.
Milk is not on.
Okay.
No.
I think truck race St. Pete. It'll be good, but it's also there's going to be a lot of stupidity early on.
No.
Because it's the truck series at a brand new track. I mean,
a brand new track that is a street course.
Yes, there will be stupidity, but I think by the end they'll somewhat know how to drive it.
Wait, St. Peter's
Very
is
much
a
unlike
street
me with
course?
this IndyCar at the moment.
Yeah, St. Pete is a street course.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, I'm way off touch, bro.
No,
now we got
the street
three
course
ringers.
IndyCar open season with. It should be really fun.
We got 3 road course stringers. Two
Save
IndyCar
it!
drivers. What the hell just happened to Pumps?
No.
He's gonna dirt track that thing. He better save that baby, and he's gonna do it.
Almost. Did he lose it?
No, okay, I'm not excited for
spun it.
IndyCar because I already can tell you what's going to happen.
Alex Blowin.
Yes, by about a minute and a half.
All right.
Damn.
That car is so illegal. There is no way. There is no way.
No, I think the car's legal. I think Pelot's just that good.
Yeah, he's so aero focused. He's just that good.
Go to Formula One then.
He might. He really might. If he dominates the championship the same way, he might go to. I could see Cadillac pulling him in after their developmental year with older drivers.
Well, frankly,
they also pulled Herta.
I could see a Pelot Herta lineup in about 2 to 3 years.
So, and that's the thing, because Herta went over there and he did not have the success that Pelot has had. So if I'm Pelot, that's kind of a
Herta hasn't ran anything yet.
Well, F2. He's got
but he hasn't run any F2 yet.
Look, I was a Colton Herta fan since he won like his first race at COTA in like 2019. But that guy he's good, but he's unbelievably inconsistent. Like he'll have a good year and then he'll have a mid-year. Then he'll have another good year.
His most iconic moment is still the save at Indy Road Course, and that's like it was a great save, but for that to be your most iconic moment is a little telling.
I mean, he has won some races, and I know he
in Indy 500 qualifying.
Yeah, he did do that, and that made me very sad because he had actually a decent car that year. But you know what?
That was a big clip.
That's the only thing I know about him because I don't watch IndyCar. I just watch the
I don't watch IndyCar either. I used to, but not no more.
Something I'm super curious about, and maybe this won't play any much of a factor.
I
want to see the difference between rubber of the Firestone rubber and the Goodyear rubber as it gets laid down. I want to see if that creates any issues. Because I know a lot of times in the past where they've done double headers that the rubber just doesn't mix well.
Well, yeah, it's two completely different compounds.
Yeah.
Especially with the Indy using the biodegradable compound for part of theirs too. Because I think they're required to run 2 stints on the biodegradables on street courses this year.
A bunch of new tire rules and stuff like that because of that. Yeah. It's getting a little confusing.
A little confusing. I think the racing will benefit, but I do think that they're gonna have to kind of I don't know if it's better to try to explain it on the broadcast or if it's better to just try to hide it, honestly.
I can't explain it. I only know chemistry and what makes things blow up. Otherwise, I found science.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. All right. Since we are on the topic of St. Pete for this stage, who do we think wins each race? I already know the answer for IndyCar is going to be pretty large, but after practice, I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark and say the IndyCar race at St. Pete is going to go to the new driver of the number 12 machine.
Malukas? Damn, that's a good pick.
I like Malukas. I'm going to go with his teammate. I'm going Scotty Mack.
All right, not bad. Don't pick the 2 car because Newgarden wrecked in practice.
Yeah, take that, bitch. Sorry,
I'll go with,
I haven't.
I'm not a Joseph Newgarden fan. I like it all.
Hey, you watch
Yeah,
the
I
New
res-
Garden hate.
I respect you if you are one. I just don't like him. I'm sorry.
Alright. Do we have any
So,
others who are
okay.
not picking
No, I'm
Palou?
gonna go with like Stingray Rob or whatever his name is.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, stop that!
think
You
he's
stop
winning.
that right now.
Okay.
Don't. It could be worse. My
If
dad's
Dale
probably
Coyne
gonna-
wins a
my dad's
race,
gonna
I
pick
will
Louis
eat
Foster.
a non-edible object on stream. I'll probably eat like a notebook
Oh.
or something. Oh, I got
No.
loose.
All right, Stingray. What is it? Stingray Rob has to win now. I want to see NLS eat a notebook on stream.
And also,
Really
you like
don't
the
wanna
new
eat a
scheme, by the way?
notebook. Yeah, the Logitech scheme looks good. I'm gonna try to slide it right now, though. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna keep
I was
it down here.
looking at the side of my car for a nice picture.
Nice.
For IndyCar, personally, I haven't watched IndyCar in like 6 years, but I'll go with my favorite driver when I did watch IndyCar. I don't even know if he's still in IndyCar, which is an issue, but Will Power.
Yeah, he's still
Oh,
in.
yeah.
He's with Andretti now in the 26. They did not look great
Actually,
today,
I
though.
was-
He's not used to the Andretti stuff yet. I think he'll be good later in the season, but he was having issues with the brake pedal today.
That's not
You'll
good.
see with willpower.
Wait, didn't
good.
someone lose a spring and then the commentator thought it was a vape?
Yeah, that is.
I saw
think
that
that
on-
is something
yeah, I
that
saw
happened.
that
That
on
is
Instagram.
extremely funny.
It's a little,
Alright,
little nicky.
as far as
little nicky
trucks
on the
go,
track, you know.
That trucks is such a hard pick for me, and I really
No, it's
don't know
not.
who's.
Is
No,
Indy
it's
going to
not.
the same
Cheaty.
track
I'm
as
gonna tell-
trucks?
I'm gonna tell you right now who's gonna win. I'm gonna give you a crash course.
Okay.
I like the long shots. I was a proud bettor on Rich Strike a few years ago at the Derby, and I made a lot of money off of that beautiful horse seat. There is one person in that race that knows St. Pete better than anybody, and he's in a really good truck. I'm putting all my chips in Dario's bucket.
Ooh,
I think
Wow,
Dario Franchitti
okay.
pulls
okay,
it off.
Dario.
Dario
How many
Franchitti,
Dario's
years-
my
he-
pick too.
he
Dario's
loves
my
crew
St.
pick
chiefed by
Pete.
Jimmy Johnson. Okay.
Crew chief by Jimmy Johnson
Now-
in the Tricon #1 truck, which is a good truck
I'm
on a
picking
great team.
I'm picking
They're
Colin
starting
Brown
six.
and the
They're starting
25
six.
truck.
Connor
Dodge.
Brown. Okay, that's a. I don't even hate
he's a
that
sports
pick.
car
It's just
driver.
out of left field.
He's a
I'm-
sports
Are you
car
guys talking about
driver.
trucks?
and-
Or
Yeah, Colin Brown used
Oh.
to drive for truck for one season. Didn't do great with Roush in the six
I gotta
truck.
go see who's racing. Like, what cup drivers are racing? Sorry.
None.
I don't really think
None,
any
they're
of
all
them
at
because they
Coda.
have to go all the way to Coda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all stuck at
Oh
Coda.
right, I forgot about that. I think. Oh, okay.
I don't even know who's good
I'll
at road
go-
racing in the
Don't
truck
forget
somewhere.
James
I don't
Hinchcliffe
I don't
is
either,
also
but
in that race
I'll
too.
go with. I'll pick
Oh,
Gio
yeah, Hinch-
Ruggiero. I'll pick Gio Ruggiero to win the truck race at Coda or at. St. Pete.
Man,
not sure if
I'll yeah, I'm gonna go with Hinchcliffe. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be a driver who's done this track before. I honestly, though, if I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't think any of us are gonna get it right. I think it's gonna be a mid-pack driver who is rarely in contention for wins. That's in it because of early chaos.
I would
You
say
know,
Alex. I would say Alex LeBay if he was running that race, but he's running the Xfinity race at Coda. Yeah,
Okay.
O'Reilly, whatever the heck it is now.
Ford, what's going
I-
on?
What up, man?
Like Ty Majeski.
That's a good
That's a
pick.
solid pick.
Ty Majeski's a
That's
solid pick. And with that,
Number
we
80
round
Menards
out stage
truck.
number 2 here at Charlotte. So we now move our discussion to Coda.
I want to talk about the Daytona 500 and that 20
Okay,
lap.
anything Cup
stupidity right
Xfinity
there.
related, it falls within that seems fair.
Well, hold on. One thing. Sheldon Creed finally freaking did it last week.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a
Thank
really
freaking
good one.
God. My
I
dad
was just
loved
happy
it.
Hill wrecked. I was just happy Hill wrecked. I didn't care who won.
So
it.
did we
I
all
just
get
wanted
a-
to win.
That move was such a racing incident. I wouldn't even say that it was like, oh, he got turned by Chastain. Like
No,
made
he
a
was
late
looking at the
block on
mirror.
an
He was
aggressive
late
move.
blocked.
Yeah, no,
He
Hill,
did almost
Hill,
the
Hill
same thing
blocked
that
it.
Kyle Larson did on Sunday.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
yeah.
Larson
The
was a
Kyle
different
Larson move was
story.
abysmally bad, though. That was
Kyle
such
Larson
an
moved down
embarrassing
like
move.
the entire damn track to try and block SVG,
His
and it
interview
failed
is
so
good.
badly he wrecked out of the race.
I've
Yeah.
But
never,
he
I
admit-
haven't
he-
heard
he
Kyle
admitted it,
Larson have
though.
that. Like, yeah, I haven't heard him admit something like that and admit that it was his fault. He doesn't do that very often to me. He's like, he's more of a cocky kind of style, and he's like,
Well, I mean,
Oh,
he
yeah,
did that
it
at
was this
Indy when
guy's
he
fault.
killed Ty Dillon.
Well, to
Well,
be
I'm
fair,
not
you
surprised. I
can't
mean,
really defend.
oh my
that at all.
brakes failed.
No,
Funny enough.
no, they did
No,
not.
his brakes did not fail. I don't believe that.
I turned
No,
left
he fell
now.
asleep behind the wheel.
So funny
yeah,
how
he
you
is
say
like-
that about Kyle Larson, not a lot of times admitting that. and it's odd because in the sprint cars, he has many times like say, "Hey, I messed up," because sprint cars, when you're having an accident, like cars are flying.
Yeah,
Should we do our
But in
Xfinity
Cup,
picks?
My thing is, I think he understands the sprint cars way better than he understands the Cup cars. Like, there's a lot with the Cup
Exactly.
cars that I bet he just doesn't know that he does.
even though he's very good in them, obviously.
Oh yeah,
shown he's won
he's
two
a great
championships.
wheelman. He can pick stuff up easy, but he's just not as used to him as he is the sprint car. Like, this man could probably drive a sprint car with his eyes closed, if I'm being totally honest. He probably could feel out every bump in the dirt and figure out all the lines and all that. With the Cup car, I think his with having the spotter there, trying to rely on that, as well as like the car gets super tight and just snaps out of nowhere. Oh,
Sorry, Mopar.
big wreck to the
That was-
Did your wheel just
straightaway.
disconnect, bro? I just felt that.
No, he
No,
just
I
hit the
just
wall
spun.
and couldn't save it. That was a
Yeah.
big
I
one.
was trying to save his ass from not hitting the
Yeah,
wall.
that
because,
was
like,
that was quite the wreck.
Um.
But-
Yeah. NLS, who do you pick for
s-
Xfinity?
Ooh, for
For
Xfinity.
Coda.
Aren't SVG and Zilich racing the Xfinity series this week?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yes.
sure. I don't know about Zilich.
They're both doing double
So
duty.
I'm picking Zilich to win Xfinity and Van Gisbergen to win Cup.
I am picking,
Damn.
I'm going Zilich both races.
What?
Yeah, so I'm
No
actually gonna
shot.
go SVG. I'm going SVG
Yes,
I
for
am.
Xfinity.
I'm
I'm going
Zilich
Zilich.
both races.
I'm gonna go SVG for the SVG for the
All right.
Xfinity race. I think he's barely gonna get
here's-
Zilich. I think Zilich
think
is gonna
Zilich-
get that cup win though.
I think Zilich
I don't-
finishes bottom half of the top 5.
I think
I
Zilich
don't
is winning
think-
the cup
I
I
race.
don't
don't think he's used to the
What
Cup
Cup?
car yet.
was about to
SVG,
say,
at least
I
the
don't-
Cup car he's
He
used
didn't
to.
know. Well, he
Hold
did
on,
a Coda race
hold on,
already.
Let me explain
Yeah,
my
but he
thing with
wrecked.
Zilich. Let me explain my thing with Zilich.
He got
Last
wrecked.
year at
That's
Coda,
Flores.
first Cup start, he fell to the back early, and even though he got wrecked, he got his ass up into like the top
Yeah, that's
50.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, Pumps gets it.
I'm not saying
I
it's
think-
impossible. I'm just
I really
whoa,
like
you got
NLS's
loose.
pick. Yeah, I know. I don't know. My truck is super loose.
Whoa!
yep,
What did
yep.
you do?
It's so loose.
What did you set it
I
to?
in
I'm changing my
Xfinity,
wedge.
It's
Trying to get used to
945.
Xfinity,
the
It's
I
way
have
higher than
NVS
SVG.
45 here.
settings.
In
I was on
Xfinity, I have
46.
SVG, and in Cup, I have I'm torn between either Bush or SVG because Bush has
Okay.
always been fast at Coda these last few years.
Yeah,
in the
for
next
some
gen.
reason, I don't
Oh,
know how the
yeah.
hell he's getting into
I
I
these
think
Yeah,
with
guys.
Bush
he
is he doesn't
loves-
have Chris Gapehart, or not Chris Gapehart. He doesn't have whoever his crew chief was.
Randall
and I think
Burnett.
that was a large
Burnett.
Randall Burnett. I think
He's
Randall Burnett
got,
was a large part of why Kyle Busch was good last year.
Kyle Busch has got this guy from Xfinity, Justin Allguy's crew chief.
Which I think
Justin
it's fine.
Alexander?
I think for specifically road course setups, it was the crew chief that made Kyle Busch good there. Because Austin Dillon wasn't doing anything crazy, and Kyle Busch usually
Nah.
isn't an amazing road course racer.
No, because even
He's
when he was
fine.
at JGR,
He's not usually amazing.
Even when he was at JGR, he was fast at Coda that 1 year. That 1 year in the next gen at
Yeah.
Coda, he was
I think
fast
that plays
GR.
to tremendous strength of Zilich, which is why I think he'll finish top 5.
Ooh, sorry,
Um,
NLS.
I think top 5.
Oh,
is a little-
Mopar, what is that?
Oh
I would
my
say top
goodness.
10. I would say maybe top 10, top 15.
Everyone
because of how new
around,
he is.
what the hell is happening? Whoa!
World ending.
Yo!
They're
That's
tracking
a-
it.
that's a-
Ouch.
All
Sorry.
right, we gotta clean this up, boys. We've got 3
Yeah,
cars
sorry,
here.
guys.
Come on.
No caution. What?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just keep it spun out. It'll throw one in a minute, I'm sure. There it
There we
is.
go. I had to drive backwards.
All right, we gotta clean this. We gotta clean this up a little bit.
Mopar
boys.
that way. Mopar just flew through the grass.
I saw
Yeah,
that. Like, there was
I'm
a
doing
whole
like
bunch
some
of shit
sort of-
happening there.
They're tracking shit right now. I can't even get it out of my head right now.
So I am curious to see how Connor Zilich is going to do this week. One, because his crew chief is really good on road course setup, specifically Coda. But
Yep.
the only counterpoint to that is the setup more of a veteran setup to where it's going to be super different than anything Zilich ran in Cup last year.
And
Is
is
it
that
gonna
setup
throw 'em
also
off?
going to SVG? Like, do they get the
You gotta
same
remember
setup?
the horsepower is different
I'd
too.
imagine
It has
SVG has his own setup.
750 horses. The
That's
horsepower
right. There is more
boost you put in.
horsepower. I think that's going to be SVG's
So-
advantage though, to have more horsepower under these cars. Because don't they run 900 in supercars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there was a
those,
limit
but those
strap.
things are like a shit ton of downforce though.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
true, but I still think the extra horsepower is going to immediately help him.
Just
More
help
than
him.
other
thing is,
drivers
though, with
here.
like Chase Elliott, he was good in the Gen 6 because of that. That's the thing.
That's true. I do think Elliott takes a step up in his road course game this week, compared to where he's been the last couple of years. I don't think it's a crazy step up. I don't see him in contention for the win, but I see him in contention for a top 5, probably finishing 7th or 8th.
Are we gonna see somebody hit that wall coming into that sharp S curve? That goes into that little S curve. Is somebody gonna bounce to hit that wall? Because we had a lot of guys hitting that wall, going to that
I see
tight left-hander.
Man, Coda is such a demanding road course. I see a lot of drivers making a lot of mistakes, so I would assume yes.
Aren't they racing a new configuration of Coda this year?
No,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same configuration that they used last year, but it's still shorter than the Grand Prix circuit. If that's what you're asking. They're using they are not using the version used on NASCAR 25 though. It's a different version than the West version that iRacing had. Wow, Pumps just sent that corner. He might
I didn't hit the wall though. Oh, but it
Pumpies.
counted as me
Wow.
hitting the wall. That's nice.
Well, I think you just got off the gas so much.
No, I didn't hit the wall and it count. It happens at Nashville a lot too. I noticed.
Yeah. All right, 20 to go before the conclusion of this race and the first DUI podcast of 2026. So, what I want to hear from you guys now, last topic of discussion, who do we think misses the chase? That's a big name in the Cup Series this season.
Damn.
Oh,
I don't know.
Super early, and we have not raced at a real track yet. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts before we start hitting tracks that are real.
Zillich.
We should
I
get
know a
ordered
lot of people
answer.
have him pinned to make it. I actually agree with you that Zillich will finish 17th or 18th.
I mean, like right now he's like what 31st in points.
Yeah, he's too bad. Super speedway. No, I think he's dead. He's dead last, isn't he? I think he's 30,
I think so,
36.
yeah. And again,
Because he's crashed out of
if
both.
there is no win and you're in. That's the thing.
No. I think
And I
he'll
don't think-
claw his way
yeah.
back to 15th or 15th at some point, but I don't think he stays there. I think he falls just out.
Hell?
Yeah.
That was weird.
I think even though it hurts to say, I don't think Kyle Busch will make the chase. As much as it hurts to say, I just
Where's
got
he at
him
right
in.
now? Where's he at right now?
I also agree with that. I don't
He's
see RCR
24th.
taking the step up they need to take for
He's
Kyle Busch to make
24th.
it.
He's 24th. That's it, really?
Okay, well,
Yeah.
here's a big name.
Damn.
This might be a controversial hot take, but I'll say Cody Ware doesn't make it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
dude,
Pumps.
that is the worst take I've
huge
heard
take
so
right
far.
there.
Yeah, it'd be
Connor
really
Zillich is
unfortunate,
not
but there's
last.
always a possibility. That's just
Zillich
my
is
pick.
not
Sorry if
last.
that's
Zillich is not last.
offensive.
He is
Yeah, that hurts
36
me.
in front of Casey Williams and BJ McLeod.
it hurts
I know I'm gonna hurt Pumps and a couple other Hamlin fans, but Denny might not make it now with the crazy stuff that's been going on with him in his life. If
I
he
think
doesn't
he
focus
makes
his
it, and I think he
time-
makes the
I
high
think he's still
seed.
got
I
that
think he'll be a
dog in him.
contender this year. I think he's got
Actually,
2
I could
seasons
be
left
wrong.
where he can be legitimately a contender, and then he's done.
Um,
I don't think he'll have as good of a season as he had last year. I don't think he'll ever have as good of a season again. But I think he can be a contender for the next 2 seasons.
Yo, analyst,
Remember,
the
he's
real
got a new
no,
crew
Greg,
chief
is in your
too. I don't
chat
know. I
right
don't know
now.
how his new crew chief is, but
That's true.
Chris
That'll
Gabe-
be interesting.
Chris Gabehart's not here anymore.
Yeah, and I think that'll hurt Joe Gibbs as a whole more than it'll hurt Hamlin individually. What were you asking, Pumps?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. The one that I think is gonna miss, that maybe is gonna surprise people, and I'm so sorry, Sean.
Bro.
Alex Bowman. Yeah, don't just.
Yeah,
I was
Bro.
gonna put on that, but I really didn't want to do it because I know Alex has
Okay.
been hit or
and
miss.
the
in
worst
chase.
part is I don't think it's gonna be close. I think he's gonna have like a 22nd points finish.
Bro.
Do you
I
guys
now
think
think?
he's gonna miss it by quite a
31st.
bit.
Right
Do
now,
you guys
he's
think
he'll be
Carson
that bad.
Hocevar would make it though?
I think
Ugh.
he will be either 16th or 17th. He either will make it or he won't, and it'll be damn close.
where's Hocevar right now anyway? He's 4th.
Yeah, he's had really good super speedways, so he's in a good spot right now. Obviously, I think Reddick makes it. I think Bubba makes it in the bottom half, so I don't think he has a chance for the title, but I think he does end up getting in at like 12th. Obviously, I think the 3 main Hendrick cars, sorry, Sean, are gonna get in with a good amount of wiggle room, probably all in the top 10. Same thing with Joe Gibbs. I bet Logano gets in pretty low. I think he gets in,
Gibbs
but I
isn't
think he
making it in,
finishes like
though.
13th
Gibbs
or
isn't
14th.
making it in though. Ty Gibbs,
Gibbs,
he's not
no.
making it.
No, Ty Gibbs is not making it in. I think he has a really bad season, honestly.
Right now he's
I think
32nd. Right now he's 33rd.
Ty Gibbs won't make it, and he will never win a cup race. I will stick to that to the grave.
Oh, I
Never
hope
winning
so,
a cup
man.
race would be
I hope
wild.
so.
I see him winning a cup race, but I don't.
If
I
Michael
would
Waltrip
pick,
could win
if
multiple
we had to
cup
call
races,
your
Ty Gibbs will
street
get
course, I'd pick him
one.
to win it this season. But I think Ty Gibbs actually has a shot here at Coda on Sunday.
I think he's got a shot at Coda. I think he's got a shot at
Bristol.
Naval. I was gonna say Naval Base.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Bristol
I think SUV is gonna win
maybe.
that, but
There's well, there's no Mexico this year, but I think Gibbs will be good at select courses. However, even though I could see him winning, I don't think he's gonna complete the races that he's good at. I think he's gonna just consistently mess up late in the race.
Realistically, though, do you think Connor Zilic is going to get his first cup win or Connor Zilic?
oh yeah, I think he's winning.
I don't think Zilic wins
What?
this season.
Oh, he's
I don't
gonna
think
I
win.
think
either.
he's gonna
I
win
don't, I don't
Coda.
see it happening.
I think. Okay, here's my take. I think he wins Coda, and if he does not win Coda,
He's
then I
waiting
don't
for
think he
something
wins
big
a
to
race.
happen.
Well, you got to remember that
I think
the
he was
Xfinity
Lester
Series
Cup.
is a lot different skill-wise than the Cup Series.
Oh, the cars are
Yeah.
way different. I just
Ty
don't think
Gibbs was
Zilic is ready
literally
for the Cup
Ty
cars to
Gibbs
win
and Noah
yet.
Gragson was dominant.
I have
in
to
the
watch him
Xfinity
leave
Series,
in an
and
ambulance
they have
after
done
winning at
nothing in the
Watkins
Cup
Glen.
Series.
Yuck! Oh, I forgot you were at that race. That's wild.
Dude, and all
Yeah.
no, it was scary. All the screens went black, and everyone was cheering, and everything went silent. All the screens turned off.
Oh,
Oh, it was
goodness.
gross.
It's
Yeah,
really
like-
lucky
like,
he didn't hurt
yes.
himself
I
worse.
was like, yes, let's go Zilic, and then 3 seconds later, I see him fall. It was scary, and then I saw him load him into an ambulance, and then on our way back to our hotel or Airbnb, yeah, they drove past us like super fast. So it was scary.
Oh.
Oh boy,
I
this is
don't-
gonna be
I
an
don't
interesting
think-
race to the end with tire wear. So you've got a big lead right now.
Yeah, I don't think Zilic wins this year. I mean, like,
Yeah,
you
I
got to
think
remember
he's got it.
that Gregson and
Mhm.
Gibbs had a tremendous run in Xfinity and have done nothing in the Cup Series.
That's true.
Yeah. Zilic was.
Well,
Yeah,
rushed
Gregson
into the
was
cup.
stellar in Xfinity. So was
Gregson's also with a really
or
bad
in
team
trucks,
right now.
Zane
They're
Smith
probably
was
like
stellar in
front row is probably
trucks.
bottom 2 teams in the series right now.
Yeah, talking
Yeah.
about front row, I think
Well, like Gibbs,
that's
Gibbs
a
was in
team
really good
full of
equipment, and he's still in
prospects.
good equipment,
That's just
and
like
he's struggling.
that team is a team of 3 prospect drivers.
Yeah.
Todd Gilliland is my favorite driver. I mean, I think he's on a team that is like his dad was basically on. His dad got him on. Like he's really, really, really nice guy. I mean, he's deserving
He's
of
like
where
his
he's
dad,
at.
David.
I just really wish that he could. Or the front row cars were one of the faster teams. That'd be
They are not though,
awesome.
unfortunately.
I'm surprised Penske doesn't like do a little more.
Can
Fair
I talk
affiliate.
about what
Yeah.
happened in the Daytona 500? Because me and my dad were watching that section, and when we got to 20 to go, what the hell are the Toyotas doing? What type
Oh,
of
that's
game are
what
they
made me
playing?
mad.
What
Were
the
there
hell
3
was
Great
that?
wide?
question.
Were there 3 wide?
Yeah, they held up all
Fuel
3
saving.
corners, man. All 3
That
sections.
pissed me off so much.
That got boring real fast, man.
I don't see NASCAR fixing this package though. I think that I think regardless of what the cars do, the teams are too smart to not fuel save. I think
I was about
fuel
to say,
save
yeah,
is just going to be the thing.
that's not a car NASCAR problem. But the thing is though,
That was a team.
it's not even
thing,
a
bro.
stage problem either. Like the stages
Mm-mm.
promote racing. It promotes the non-fuel saving. It does.
That
Oh,
was the
I 100%
manufacturer's
agree.
fault, man. That was the manufacturer's
Because-
fault. They called it
I
in.
know,
and
it's
said,
it's not even the
passing me here is
No, I
one
just
thing,
it's like-
passing me here is another.
It's strategy. Like you're not just gonna full
I don't think I've got you.
full throttle it when you can save 5 laps and make it.
saving
I just
fuel,
honestly
dude.
believe the teams are too smart now to say, hey, we're going to
Yeah.
give up. Now, the only thing that can change things to make it better is if handling becomes more of a factor, like we saw at Atlanta. It just makes it so much harder to get through the field if you're fuel saving. So
And also,
once
you're
Daytona
not
starts to wear out a
stuck in
little
that
bit more,
draft
and if
either,
it takes
'cause
some
the draft
downforce
is
out of the
what
cars,
makes
that could
it-
help a little bit.
The draft is what makes it to where you can fuel save and not lose the pack. But if you actually have to drive the car like you're saying and you have to let off and all that, the draft isn't gonna save you when you're fuel saving. Like you're gonna fall back.
Yeah.
You
So I
can't
would
fuel
love to see him
save, but
take an inch off the rear spoiler and then maybe
Ooh.
make the taper spacer a little bit bigger.
Ooh.
Damn, son, you're gonna add a little horsepower into the restricted plate tracks.
No,
Damn,
no,
you're gonna
take
make
out a
these
little
cars-
horsepower, take out a little downforce. Keep the speeds the same, but make the cars harder to handle.
Oh shit.
Any more
I'm
horsepower in
thinking-
these, and we're gonna have more Newman incidents.
Well, they're doing only like what
You're gonna
670 in the
catch me here in
intermediates
LS.
and
I mean,
Well,
Ryan
they're going-
Ryan Priest's wreck was honestly, like, it might have
Funny.
not have been bad because of the hit on the door.
That was really just
But-
the angle of everything. Like that
Other
was
than that,
the
Ryan
angle,
Priest's
and
wreck
they have
was
so many
better than-
flaps
was-
now where I don't see a huge airborne crash like that happening for a long time.
Yeah, so fucking
I don't
add
know if we get a
horsepower.
flip this year.
I don't think we will.
in Cup.
We don't want to see
Oh,
any
I
bad
think we
guys
will.
come
I don't
over
think we
the
will
fence.
have
I've got
I think
the
we'll have a flip.
XRL's got a league race we're going to go to, so we'll.
All right,
see you
yep.
guys
Have
later.
fun in XRL, boys. We're just about done here. Thank you for joining us. A lot of fun.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay, NLS. So catching me is one thing here. What you're
I
gonna
don't
do
know if I'll catch
within
you
the
though. I
next
think
2
I pit a
laps,
lap too late.
but passing me is gonna be another thing here. I mean,
All right. Yeah,
If
we're
you get
gonna have a
through.
great finish to this one here at Charlotte. Can't wait for the racing this weekend though. Super exciting. Which race puts on the best show between the four?
Ooh. Is it?
you're gonna catch me.
I
this
think
a
it's gonna be
Tuesday?
Xfinity at Coda.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to 100% agree with that. I mean, Xfinity road course racing has been super fun when Zilich, even when Zilich was around, it was good racing. Like at Watkins Glen, he went from basically last to first, like what I did
I
in
think we're
OD
gonna
or
have
out
another
front at Watkins Glen.
classic
No,
SVG versus Connor
no
Zilich
brag.
battle.
Oh yeah, 100%. Okay, this finish is gonna be good.
Yeah, it will be. My tire light just came on, so we will see if
Mine's
I can
been
keep
on
it under
for the
control.
last 5-6 laps.
Yeah, but I'm in the draft now. Coming to 2 to go. This is gonna be tight.
Oh, I don't even know if I have enough.
Gas?
Yeah, I'd make a
How
really
much do you have
boring
now?
finish. 2 laps.
Oh, I didn't realize you pit that early.
Oh, I pit the second I could.
Maybe I just don't pass you, so you
I
can't
have 1
draft.
lap.
Oh yeah, you're you're totally cooked.
I hit it when we
Oh,
crossed the
that's
line. I mean, if I can run a
tragic.
lap on 0.
You can't. You can only run half here. I think.
Guess I got a block with no fuel.
Yeah. Either way, it's gonna be a
Save a little bit.
wow.
Clutching, clutching.
White flag. We all said
Do I
Xfinity
have
Coda, I
enough?
think, for the race.
I was gonna say I said IndyCar, or I was gonna say
Oh!
IndyCar.
Okay, I like that. That's something different. You
No!
came so low.
I know,
You
that
came
was on
so
me.
low, Bumps.
I slid.
You started
Oh.
middle and you came down.
Oh, I spun. Mopar, watch out. Oh!
Oh, did
Oh,
Mopar hit you?
don't get speed.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry we couldn't finish that under green.
that was all on me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for, because I feel like you didn't move a lot, but I also couldn't keep it down there at all. Like
these
you
trucks are
didn't.
so aero
Oh,
efficient.
I moved
I
a lot.
expected you to move up a little bit more. What a race. And what a podcast. D.U.I is back, y'all. Let me know how you like the
Yo,
setup. I
D.U.I.
didn't use a capture
Yeah.
card. I used a Twitch stream instead. So we'll see how that goes. The Twitch viewers are probably thinking I'm insane if they haven't switched over to the YouTube video. But yeah, a whole lot of fun. Hoping to do this Fridays at 7 moving forward, except when I have stuff to do. I have stuff to do sometimes. So it won't be every week, but it'll probably be most weeks up until the end of May. Then I don't know what's happening. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching, and I hope you all have a good night.
Have a good one, everybody. Woohoo!
Oh God, I hate this IndyCar.